Hi, welcome to Lara's Kitchen. Welcome today. I'm going to do a couple of recipes for you today. I'll show you how to make taboulie and kafta the Lebanese way. Now let's start with chopping up the parsley first. I am going to start with the kafta. Make sure this is very, very finely cut. It has to be very, very finely cut. We won't put too much into a kilo of mince. A kilo of mince would take about a handful of parsley, finely chopped. Okay, we're just about ready. You add the parsley to the mince. Okay, and then what we do here, I've already grated the onion. Okay, I've already grated the onion. So what we do, we just add the onion on top over here. And then the next thing we do is add the salt. 2 teaspoons of salt, just to give it a little bit of taste. And then over here we've got the 5 herbs, which is the mixed spices, the Lebanese spices, and maybe a teaspoon of that, 2 teaspoons of that for the flavour, because the more spices, the more flavour you get. And then what we do over here, that's all you basically need, just 2 things or 3. You need the onion, the parsley, the spices and the salt. And now what I'm about to do is mix. It's got to be hands-on. Hands-on, you just mix it and just add a dash of water. The reason why I'm mixing in this here lower part, just so I can reach it and mix it and blend it, mix it really well. Okay. So we'll combine all these together. It won't take long, it'll only take a minute or so. Once you combine all these ingredients together, it should be very easy to just put on the sticks. I don't want to put too much water to it. Just a little drizzle of water. Otherwise it'll get too soggy and then it's very difficult to put on the sticks. Okay, so that's about it. That's all we do, combine all the ingredients together. And there we go. This is all ready. Okay, excuse me while I just rinse off my little fingers here. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is just clean this area just a little bit here. Okay, now next step is to just, what I was going to do is, before I put the meat on the sticks, the skewers on the sticks, I'm going to put some onion. And then perhaps chop a red capsicum in the middle. Red capsicum, maybe a green one, depending on what you like. And what you got to do, just cut the capsicum and make it into quarters, just little quarters, just so we can get them on the skewer. Okay. That way it'll give the kafta a little bit of colour. Now what we do, that I made it a little bit colourful. What I'll do here is get the kafta on the stick, because it's quite a long stick. We'll just try and fill that up a little bit. Okay, and make it nice and colourful. If you're having visitors over summertime, all you got to do is this, 10-15 minute work, doesn't take too long. A little bit of onion, a little bit of capsicum, all you got to do, and that's how it'll look. Absolutely beautiful. Put it on the side and just continue. Continue until you make up as many as you like, maybe 6 or 7 sticks or something. Yeah, you can change them around, do whatever you like. You can put the kafta on the stick and then you can add the capsicum and then you can add the onion, vice versa, however you feel like doing it. So put the capsicum there, 1 slice of onion there, maybe 2 slices in that case. because I do like to change things around a little bit. Okay, we're going on to the third stick. I like to show you slowly the process of this. That way you get the hang of it, and next time maybe you can try and do it on your own. It doesn't take long at all. It's easy to do when family and friends are coming over. Okay, so this is it, nice and easy. I like to do each one in a different way, different look. Okay, now let's start with this. We'll do another onion again and capsicum. Okay, I'll do about 6, and then we can just move on and start with the taboulie. Now I'm going to show you the taboulie from scratch, which is going to be really fun to do. It doesn't take too much time at all. Doesn't take too much time, and it's an easy process. So these recipes come from my Mediterranean cookbook. I'm in the process of doing a cookbook at the moment, so all these recipes you will find in my cookbook. As you travel on in my cookbook, you will find the kafta, you will find the hummus, you will find the taboulie, you will find so many beautiful recipes, step by step, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, easy process. There you go. I think I'll finish off with this now. And this is done. The kafta is almost ready. Almost ready to go out to the barbecue. Okay. That's it. Now this is my beautiful kafta, absolutely gorgeous. What I'm about to show you is how to make taboulie the original Lebanese way. I'm cutting the parsley here very fine. I suppose you're wondering why I'm not using the blender, because the blender makes the parsley too juicy. I would rather do it this way and cut it to the way that I want and how fine it is. Now it's very nice and fine. Now if I had to put that in the blender, it would have made it very juicy, and the taboulie wouldn't come out too nice. Now I like doing this because it's nice and easy. Okay, I'm so used to it, I cannot use the blender. Okay, now this is nice and easy. It didn't take long. All I'm going to do here is about 2 bunches of parsley, which I have already sorted and I have already washed really well. Now there's the other bunch. It's all ready to go. The bunch of parsley already sorted and picked. Okay, that's all you got to do. Just take the stem off. These stems, I don't like using the stems in the taboulie because they become very crunchy and rough. Okay, now on to the second bunch of parsley. We'll cut it nice and fine. Maybe one day I'll change my mind about the blender, but I don't think so. I like my own parsley to be cut this way. You have to make it really fine so it'll come out nice, because taboulie is a very original Lebanese salad. Goes back many years. Every party, every occasion, the taboulie must be there. It must be on the table. If there's no taboulie, there is no party. The taboulie is the star of the show, you could say. Now, here we are. I am nearly ready. I am not going to cut too much because I'm only making a small bowl. I've only got 2 people for dinner tonight, and I'm making this very quick. See, it's not going to take very long. The only thing that takes long with the taboulie is the chopping up. See, I'm nearly done. Be very careful cutting this. If you're not used to using big knives, be very careful. If you wish to use the blender, sure, go right ahead. But the thing is, getting the parsley to look this way, you can never ever get it like this in the blender. Okay, so here we go. We got 2 bunches of parsley so far. And I think I will move on to the next step. The parsley's already done. I'm only going to make a small bowl. So excuse me while I rinse my fingers. And then we'll start cutting up the tomato, the cucumber and the capsicum. Okay, now I've got the capsicum here. The green capsicum. And moving right along, those tomatoes are absolutely gorgeous. They look like they've just been picked from the farm. And I'm going to use them. They're nice and firm. You have to use firm tomatoes for the tabbouleh. And maybe 2 cucumbers. And I'll show you an easy way how to do this. Now, we cut this way. We cut them in circles. Cut them in circles. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to move the chopped parsley into a bowl. That way it'll be so much easier to just throw the tomatoes on top, okay? You cut them bit by bit like this, like in little squares, in little blocks. Okay. Now what you got to do is move the top of the tomato, of course, away. We don't want that one in the tabbouleh. Okay, just go through the whole tomato. I think in this case I may need about 4 because the more tomato, the tastier the tabbouleh will be. That's it. Cut them into little squares, little blocks. I think this is about the only thing that takes long in the tabbouleh, just to get everything right, get them all the same size. Be very careful using that knife. I'm so used to using the big knife, I can't use the little one. Now over here, this is all we do. Very easy to prepare. If you cut it slice by slice, you should be able to go through it within a few minutes. It doesn't take long. Okay. Very easy. Okay, I'm hoping one of these days I will cook for the President of America. You can laugh at me for saying that, but I always dream of cooking for Mr. Obama and his wife. Okay, now what you do, just pick those lovely tomatoes up, nice and red, very colourful, and place them onto the parsley. Now what I'm going to do here, okay, we'll start chopping another tomato. We'll just do 2 to 4 tomatoes. When I finish the tomato, I'll just move on to the capsicum or the cucumber, whichever, it doesn't matter. So as long as we just chop them all up and get them all ready. Okay, and this is going to turn out really nice. I've got 2 lovely guests coming for dinner, for the barbecue.